Happy 10-year anniversary to me. Happy 10-year anniversary to me. Happy 10-year anniversary to Thrift Thick. Happy 10-year anniversary on YouTube. Yay! Hello! When's the last time I've had to attempt to set up a mukbang? A long time. But alas, I am here, I am ready to eat, and I have pants on because this glass table has given me problems in the past. I'm so excited to eat, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys while I do so and answer your questions. More specifically, I went ahead and I asked you guys, I have my computer over here, I don't know that you can see, but I do have it over here, and I've got all your questions that you asked me on my community tab, my community post, where I asked you guys to please ask me questions about my 10 years here on YouTube, because that is what we are celebrating. If I'm remembering correctly, my first video was uploaded June 12th of 2000. Cassie can do math. It would have been 2012. Really? Was it 6/12/12? That seems a little too good to be true to have that cool of a date. However, I don't know, that's just, I think so. If I'm remembering correctly, it was my favorite thrift store clothing finds. I'll pop it up right here because, of course, memories. If you haven't seen me from back then, don't be too shocked. I do look different. Let's not comment about it, eh? It was a different time for me, and I have grown. It has been 10 years. I've grown in many ways, so. But before I dive in, I forgot one thing, a beverage, and I know someone who can help me with that. It's the sponsor of today's video. Hey, hi, hello. Pardon the interruption here. I wanted to give a proper shout out and thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Bright Cellars. You guys know I have loved working with them over the years, mainly because, I mean, who doesn't love a good wine, right? Especially with a nice meal, especially on a celebration, and especially when it is curated to your own palate. I love that about Bright Cellars. They are a personalized wine delivery service that is sustainable. Another thing that is super awesome about them. The packaging is completely sustainable, it is plastic free, and has a small carbon footprint, so you can feel good about the wine getting delivered to you, and like I said, you can feel extra good because it is personalized to your own palate. You take a 7-question quiz, so it is super easy, super fun. You just answer the questions that they ask you about your taste preferences. You know, when do you like drinking wine? What kind of foods do you like? What's your favorite chocolate? All that good stuff. You even get to personalize it in the sense that you can tell Bright Cellars whether or not you only want red wines, you only want white wines like me, or if you want a mix of the two. Everyone's got their own taste preferences. Bright Cellars is here to cater to those preferences. I have never known much about wine myself, except for the fact that I enjoy white wine, and so beyond that, Bright Cellars also educates you with the wine that they send your way. You get little cards that are beautiful. They've got the artwork from the bottles that you receive, and then on the back it tells you all about the wine. So the year, what kind of wine it is, the notes, where it came from, what it's gonna pair with in terms of food. I personally chose to try out the Humdrum Chardonnay from 2019 to go with my meal today. It's from California and it has a bunch of fruity flavors in it. It is rich and opulent in texture, and because it says that it will pair well with a brie and also mango salsa, I figured, you know, cream cheese wontons, brie, pineapple fried rice, mango salsa, you know, there might be a connection there. So I figured I would try it today, and I am excited to do so. Cheers, by the way. Ooh, that is very tart. That's actually delicious. And I can absolutely see that going well with the creaminess of the cheese, and then also, ooh, that's gonna get extra tart with that pineapple. That's gonna be yummy. So yeah, like I said, I am excited to celebrate here. My favorite way to enjoy a good wine, the celebration, celebrate my 10 years here on YouTube. Thank you once again to Bright Cellars for sponsoring this video, and thank you also for giving my viewers such a wonderful deal. Yes, you heard that right. Bright Cellars is giving my followers a limited time offer of 50% off of their first 6-bottle box. So be sure to click that link down in my description box. Get started, take the quiz, have fun, and most importantly, enjoy your wine. I know I will. Sponsors really do make it possible for me to keep creating the content that you guys love here on my channel. So supporting Bright Cellars by using my link down below and trying out their service helps to directly support my channel. So thank you once again, like I said, to you all for watching, to you all for supporting me, and also to Bright Cellars for sponsoring the video. Hey, perfect. Right in the center. So yeah, I just got some food from a Thai place near me. Delicious, absolutely. Tried it out with my boyfriend Hot Dish the other week. It's actually probably at least a couple weeks now, but it was delicious. And I wanted it again. So I ordered it. And now I'm eating it. So hey, hi, hello. Have you ever seen an eating show before? They've been around for a while now. I tried them out for a while. Many of you seemed to enjoy them, but many of you didn't. It's okay. But I will be eating, so if you don't like eating sounds, might not be the video for you. However, if you do want someone to eat with, give it a try. Mukbangs are actually quite fun if you eat alone. It's nice to eat with somebody. It really is, even if it is just virtually. Cream cheese wontons, my favorite. I've also got some vegetarian egg rolls with what looks like and smells like some kind of a peanut sauce, and then pineapple fried rice with tofu. And for dessert, I don't know which one I'm gonna tuck into, but I've got a lemon tart and a chocolate lava bomb, I think they said. There might not be any chocolate lava in there, I don't remember, but some kind of a chocolate bomb. And it's gonna be yummy. True mukbangers would eat way more than this and they would finish all of this. I will not be finishing all of this, but I will be eating my fill. So, cheers to you all. You can let me know what you're eating down in the comments below. I'm excited to try out one of these egg rolls. Hot Dish and I had ordered the wontons, but not these egg rolls. Okay, so it's like an oily peanut sauce. Okay, I'm curious. I'm a curious cat. Let's see here. Delicious. Very good. You might also notice that my food is not steaming. I did have to do some things when I got home here before I could eat, and I know I could reheat my food, but I really couldn't care less about the temperature of my food. Honestly, if this stuff was cold, I would still happily eat it. If it was piping hot, I would still happily eat it. I just have never cared. I know a lot of people, they're like, they have to have their food at like optimum hot temperatures, and I'm like, cold French fries? I'm down. In fact, I enjoy them, so. I think it's partially because I have a weak tongue. Not only in terms of how much spice it can or can't handle. It can't handle much. But also temperature-wise, I'm a baby. I can't handle really hot food. My tongue burns really easily. But anyways, 10 years. Yeah. A lot has happened in 10 years. I can both believe that it's been 10 years, like, yep, I feel it. But then also when I hear the number 10 and I really think about 10 years, I mean 10 times 365, that's 3,650 days. That's a lot of time that went by. Yeah, it is. It's tasting really good. I don't remember what they said was in it. Carrot, mushroom, cabbage, onion? Something like that. It's really nice, especially with this peanuts. Yummy! It's really good. But I honestly haven't even looked over the questions yet. But the first one that is popping up here, at least on my thread, is from Mana. By the way, if I pronounce anyone's names wrong, I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just doing my best. But you asked, how do I get over the initial awkwardness of filming? Also, how did you feel when your close friends / relatives first found your channel / watch your videos? Very good question. And I'm not sure I have a great answer. I mean, I don't know that I ever got over. No, I got over the initial awkwardness of filming. I think thankfully it helped that I've always loved filming. I've always loved being on camera and performing. You know, I was in gymnastics and dance, and not like good. I was not good at any of them, but like I did performance things growing up. I did musical theater in high school and choir, and I always really enjoyed like being on stage. And I don't know, it's not that I like being the center of attention, but I do like that kind of attention. Like very often parents and stuff would come up to me after a choir concert or like a musical, and I was usually always just like a background person in the musicals, but like or a supporting character. But you know, whenever people would come up to me afterwards and like I have no idea who they are, and they would tell me like, I couldn't keep my eyes off of you, like you're so fun to watch up there, and like it's so great to see your facial expressions, like you're really good at performing, I've always just been like, thank you, you've tickled my heart and I would love for you to continue. You know, I don't know, for some reason I've never been, I don't know, like I appreciate it when people compliment my artwork, but like the compliments that I always enjoyed getting were the ones about my performances for some reason. The ones about my artwork, like I said, I still appreciate them, but I'm so much more awkward about accepting those compliments. For some reason, when people complimented me about performance, I'm like, it's not that I have a big ego. It's just that I'm like, thank you, like I do think I do a good job. Does that make sense? Anyways, but certainly camera time is different. And like I said, thankfully, I mean, I was a very annoying kid in high school, and I had a vlog camera, you guys. It was just this little thing that my mom and her boyfriend at the time bought for me when we were on a vacation, you know, to occupy me, and they knew I loved photography and stuff. And it had a flip screen on it. Like this was one of the first flip screens on a little camera. And so I was able to like, I had a memory card that could hold like 25 pictures and like maybe 5 minutes of footage. And I would bring that camera to school every single day and just like in class take pictures of people, like obviously with their knowledge, and like video camera people in the halls and like all this. I loved making videos of my friends and like with my friends, and so I guess that kind of translated over. I would love to find, I have no idea, I'm pretty sure I still have a hard drive with all that stuff on it, but I would love to find that stuff someday and just look through it and just cringe at myself. Is a cream cheese puff is just, it's so perfect. But yeah, so I guess I had like that training with being on camera, but like certainly making YouTube videos was very awkward at first. Agreed. I've seen my first video. It's probably been years since I've even looked at it. Mainly because it's, I don't know, it's not hard to watch because it's awkward. It's more hard to watch because I was in such a bad place. I was lonely. My friends weren't around just because everyone was off doing their own thing, and mentally I was not in a good place. And to me, that mainly shows through my body. So when people compliment those videos of mine, like, you looked amazing, I'm like, looks like mental illness to me. But that aside, I think you just get better with practice. It wasn't anything I was like specifically aiming to do, like I need to get much more, not any more awkward, I need to get much less awkward on camera. It just comes with time, you know? And with friends and family finding and watching my videos, people have always been so nice and complimentary about it that, like, I don't know, it's never been strange or weird, you know? Like, it's more just like, that's so sweet that you take time out of your day to watch my videos. I mean, I feel that way for anyone, be it a stranger or friend or family. So, like, I don't know. That part was never too awkward for me. The only awkward part is, like, when I'll be, like, telling a friend or family member about something and I, like, don't know if they've watched a video of mine. And so I'm like, are they just trying to be polite and having to listen to this story all over again? Even though they've already watched the video? They just don't want to say anything. But, I mean, either way, that's really the most awkward that's ever been. And it's really never awkward, so. Who's next? Deborah. You are indeed a longtime follower. I do recognize you guys. If you comment on my videos enough, absolutely. I recognize your little profile picture, your username if that stays the same, but Deborah, thank you so much. You say congrats on the 10 years. I appreciate you. Thank you, Deborah. Tough question maybe, but how do you feel that you have progressed personally and as a content creator in the last 10 years? Have you gained more confidence, grown a tougher skin, etc.? Fairly long-term follower here. You always brighten up my days with a video. Thank you so much, Deborah. You're always so sweet and kind to me. Yes, I have definitely grown. I think, both as a person and a content creator, I have grown such a thick skin. My God. In the beginning, I don't care what anyone says. When you start out YouTube, and I think a lot of people do this, but like you start out on YouTube or online, wherever, you're like, whatever, I don't care what people think, blah, blah, blah. You get one mean comment, you are in shreds. You are torn apart. You feel like the world is ending, even though they were just like, dumb video. Like, that's it. That's their comment. They have no profile picture, nothing, but like, dumb video. And you're like, ugh. It hurts. It does. It hurts, okay? And you do get used to it. You do. You learn to laugh. You learn to just focus on the positive. And this isn't to say that like you just focus on the toxic positivity or whatever and like only listen to people who say that you're wonderful and fabulous and whatever else. Like, no, obviously you can still take in the critique and whatnot if it's constructive. But yeah, the obvious trolls, they're obvious trolls, and you learn to laugh at it and you learn to just block and delete and forget about it and focus on the good stuff, the stuff that will actually help you in the long run. Pineapple fried rice is so good. If you've never had it, I don't know if it's like a pineapple on pizza thing. I don't know where some people might hate it. I love it. It's delicious. And tofu. Yummy. My God, have I already been talking for 20 minutes and I've only answered like 1.5 questions? Yikes. So good. But yeah, I've definitely gained more confidence too. You know, it's not all just about ignoring, but also growing confident in what you do. You know, a lot of it has to do with luck on YouTube, and a lot of it just has to do with perseverance. And like reminding myself that, like, I did this. You know, not everyone can say, and this is with any job. I don't care if you're a YouTuber. I don't care if you are living your life working at McDonald's. You're living your life as a veterinary assistant. You're living your life as a tax personal assistant. What are they called? The people that help people with their taxes, like a CPA or something. Whatever you have chosen as your career path, if you have found happiness in your job and you have stuck with it for 10 years or more, my God, round of applause. It's a lot, especially if you get bored easy like I do. You know, like I can love something a lot, but eventually I tend to bore of it. There are a few things in life that like I can say that didn't happen with. But like everything, you go through ebbs and the ebb and flow of things and the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows, and you know, excuse me, I feel like if you can stick with it and continue to find happiness in it and fulfillment, you're doing the dang thing. Like, that's fantastic. And like, as hard as it is for me to compliment myself, like, dang girl, how many things can you say you have stuck with for 10 years? Not a lot. My cats, I mean, only one of them has lived that long, so I can say that. I've got some friendships, and yeah, I mean, there's not much in life that you can say has been with you for 10 plus years. So for me to be able to say that YouTube has been with me for 10 plus years and that I have made it stick with me, that's pretty cool. And that is not a confidence that I can say I had for a long time. Like, not even, you know, maybe the first like 7 or so years. Like, it took me a long time to get that, and like to be able to say that like I deserve my space here on YouTube, and that like, you know, I'm trying. Am I the best content creator? No. Absolutely not. But like, I do my own thing. I have fun with it. I am so grateful that people like yourselves enjoy watching me do my thing here on YouTube and get some joy and entertainment and maybe a little bit of info, like, you know, about a makeup item or something. Like, that's pretty cool to me anyways. So did I answer your question? I think that answered it. Thank you for asking, Deborah. Shannon asks kind of a similar question, but, you know, what's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself during the time you've been working as a content creator, and where do you think you'd be had you not done this, and how long do you see yourself still doing it? That is such a crazy question that I think about very often, and I'm not sure that I've ever been able to come up with a solid answer. Let me procrastinate answering it further with a mouthful of food. Heck, maybe even 2 mouthfuls of food. God, I love pineapple. You know, I can tell you that wherever I would have ended up, I can just tell you that I'd be busting my butt doing something. When I first moved back to Minnesota into my dad's place after grad school, I was pretty much, what's the word? I'd come to terms with the fact that like my art professor dream, if it were to happen at all, he'd probably take at least 10 years for me to like get my name out there as an artist and stuff and build up a resume. And so I was like, okay, cool. So like, what do I do to make a living in the meantime? I was pretty convinced and ready to take on a job as a manager at the place that I was working retail the whole time that I was working in Boston when I was going to grad school. So I thought I would be a retail manager for a while. I had no idea how that was going to work out, if I was going to be able to make any kind of a living off of that. I enjoyed it enough. Like, it's not something I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But, like, I could do it. And honestly, like, whatever I would have chosen, I could see myself having stuck with it until now. You know, just, like, gaining the seniority and working my way up the ranks through the years. I'd like to be able to say I'd be happy no matter what I chose, but who knows? And will I be doing YouTube for the rest of my life? Honestly, probably. Like, will it be my career for the rest of my life? I have no idea. That's up to you guys, if you enjoy watching my videos enough. No pressure. Truly, I mean that. Like, obviously, if you don't enjoy my videos, please don't watch them. I don't want people to torture themselves by watching this stuff. But, like, it's one of those things that when it started becoming a career for me, it was one of those things where I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna ride the wave as long as I can. Like, this is fun. I love doing it. And I feel so lucky that I can do this as a job. And it won't last forever. So, like, let's ride this wave while I can. Excuse me. And the wave has yet to come down, but when it does, I'll figure something out. What am I gonna do? I have no idea. None whatsoever. But I'll keep making it work. I'll figure something out. I mean, that's life, isn't it? Trying to look for a comment here. I promise if I'm not answering your question, I'm not ignoring you. I just probably don't have an answer. Like, Maria, I see you got a bunch of thumbs up here. What is one video you've been wanting to do but are holding back based on opinions / how well it'll do, etc.? It's a great question. I just don't think I have an answer. I feel like if I've ever wanted to do a video, eventually I've done the video. Surely there are some videos, you know, like recreating Pinterest eyeshadow looks that I could definitely do more of and would enjoy doing them, but they don't perform well. And because those are such a time suck to edit and whatnot, it's just one of those things where it's like work smarter, not harder. And if I know the video is going to perform as poorly as those usually do, it's one of those things, you know? So I don't think there's ever been a video where I've been like too embarrassed to do it. So it's a bad answer, I know, but I also don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring anyone. Courtney, I get this a lot in my daily life anyways, but Courtney River, you've always wondered how it feels to continually talk and edit yourself. You're sure it was awkward at first, but does editing yourself every week bring out any insecurities, or do you get annoyed at listening to yourself talk? 100%. Actually, I take that back. 1,000,000%. I don't know how or when it happened, but at some point, and I would like to think this happens with anyone and everyone that edits themselves, but like you really do just kind of turn it off in your brain. Like somehow there's a switch that happens where you don't feel like you're editing yourself. Like obviously you know you are, but you're able to drown it out. Because I don't like the sound of my voice. And I don't think I'm like particularly entertaining, at least not to the point where I'm like watching back my videos and I'm like, God, I'm so funny. No. But you do just kind of get used to it and just kind of like, it's not that I'm pretending that it's not me. I just don't make that connection in my brain while I'm doing it. To make it easier on myself, I guess. And yeah, definitely insecurities get brought out watching yourself edit yourself, you know, like different imperfections that you see in yourself or whatever physically, or even verbally, you know. I know I've got a lot of verbal tics, and sometimes in my videos I'm like, I think I just said like at least 100 times in this video. I hate myself. And just like trying to figure out if there's a way to like find out if there's a way to edit out some of those likes. Hopefully, you know, it came before a pause or something, or the amount of times I say, you know, you guys, we all have verbal tics. If you think you don't have them, yeah, you do. Trust me. And if you filmed and edited yourself, apologies about the sirens. I hope everyone's okay. But yeah, if you were to ever film and edit yourself as much as a YouTuber does, you would find out about those tics. Trust me. And if you didn't notice them in yourself, people will point them out to you. That's cold, hard truth. It just is. You guys are seriously so sweet in these comments. Thank you guys for all of the congrats and everything. California Dreamin', this is a fun question that I don't think anyone has asked me before. But you want to know what has been the favorite apartment of mine to have filmed my videos in and why? Since you've moved around a few times, have you had more fond memories filming in one over the others? Yes, 100%. Mainly, it had to do with convenience of setup. I can tell you for sure my least favorite apartment was 2 apartments ago. So the first one I moved into after living with my dad for almost a year. That one was my least why do I keep saying that? Least favorite. My least favorite purely because of the lack of sunlight in that apartment aside from right next to my bed. And I didn't mind filming there. I mean, it sucked to have to bring my stuff back and forth from my filming room to my bedroom. But like, I didn't mind filming there, but my God, so many commenters hated the bed as a background. So that was definitely my least favorite. I think my most favorite apartment in terms of setup, was my last apartment. I had the perfect setup in the corner of that room. Everything was there that I needed. I could just leave it there, have it all set up, and it was so easy and perfect. The window gave great lighting. I liked the background, and yeah, that was definitely my favorite in those terms. But my favorite in terms of fond memories was certainly the first apartment that I filmed in. So when I moved to Boston, I'll always have very fond memories of doing that in that apartment. Just, you know, setting up my tripod on my couch, and I usually put a box on my couch and then set my tripod up, and then just sitting on the floor and plunking down. And it just, you know, when you start out YouTube, it's fun. It's all for fun, and you're not making money at that point. You're just doing whatever because you're just having fun with it. It really was my hobby at that point, and while YouTube continues to be a hobby of mine, it is obviously also my job now, and that will always take a certain amount of fun out of things. But, you know, just not having to worry about the views on a video, because I think that's what got me through a lot of it, was just knowing this video might get like tops 10 views. Who cares if it's a good video or not, you know? Did I have fun filming it? Did I have fun making it? Heck yeah. That was really all there was to it. And I think that's always my biggest piece of advice that I give people too about starting out YouTube. Is just have fun with it. It doesn't matter. No one's gonna be watching your videos. Like, I know that sounds harsh, but like when you're starting off on YouTube, no one's watching. So don't worry about it. They don't have to be all professional and stuff. Like, as long as you're having fun with it, the people will come eventually. Obviously never a guarantee that you're gonna gain a following, but like, even if it is only a following of 10 people, who cares? That's 10 people that didn't know you before and they like you. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to me. Saie, I'm probably pronouncing your name incorrectly. I apologize, but you want to know what scared me the most when I decided to take YouTube as my career? Absolutely 100% the insecurity of it. Is that the word you would use? Like the non-security. Like, there's no security in taking YouTube as your job. There is no guarantee that this will continue to make you money. There is certainly no guarantee that your paycheck will be the same from month to month. There is nothing to fall back on. You know, all of that. Those were the biggest things. And the fact that I had no idea what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing my best, but like, I don't know 100% what I'm doing. That's always been my biggest thing. And like, not having someone there to guide you, you know, like you don't have a boss that you can go to for help if you need it. You don't have a boss telling you what to do every day. So like, also that being like, can I really push myself to do this every day? Like, am I going to be able to create enough content to live off of? And like, thankfully, all things pointed to yes eventually, but like, that was definitely extremely scary. I think any entrepreneur can say that. Lucid Magic Leaves. What's my favorite series that I ever made? You personally love Best and Worst of Beauty and Stitch Fix unboxings? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I think my favorite series that I ever made, I mean, one of them is my Pokemon card unboxings on my second channel, little plug. I love those videos, and I love being able to go back and watch them and relive the excitement of it. But here on this channel, it wasn't a series necessarily, but I love vlogs. When I'm actually doing something, I love being able to rewatch. Those are like the only videos of mine that I've ever rewatched, are my vlogs. I love rewatching those for the memories. But a series, I would say my favorite series is probably, I would say probably my dating series. Because that's another one where it's like memories and fun to be able to go back and watch all of my nerves. I say this like I've gone back and watched, but like the thought that if I ever need to go back and rewatch them or something, like, I think it'll be cute someday. Like if Hot Dish and I work out, I'll be able to go back and like rewatch all of my nerves and whatever else from the first dates and just have that memory. I also think just those videos in particular also because I know they help people. And that's always what I've wanted to do with my YouTube channel, is to help people, you know, be it feel less insecure or to feel more confident in something that they're doing, and just helping people. I think that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to be a teacher, because I like helping people and giving people guidance. And so just being able to make someone feel less alone in the struggles of dating, because, you know, maybe you're like me and you feel like everyone around you has a partner and you're all alone, partnerless or whatever, you know, like, you're not alone. And if I can be that person to make you feel less alone, shoot, I'm tickled. God, I forgot how long mukbangs are. And I don't eat that much. Like in 40 minutes, Cassie, kind of pathetic. But I am gonna tuck into some dessert here. I actually kind of want to try both of them, if I'm being completely honest. Wine, help me decide. I think the final question here, this is a good one to kind of end it on. Chloe, thank you for the question. How has your relationship with / perspective of the beauty community changed throughout your time on YouTube? Have you ever felt conflicted about being a beauty YouTuber? Oh, 1,000,000%. Let's add some more zeros to this and get the cat hair off of my fork before I tuck in. As much as I am a chocolate person, there is something about lemon desserts. There's a choir of angels in my head right now. Yum, yum, yum. That is so good. Yum. But beauty community, wow, how things have changed. Wow, have they ever. I mean, my relationship with the beauty community is that I don't have a relationship with the beauty community anymore. That's the biggest change. I used to consume pretty much nothing but beauty content on YouTube. I loved it. I loved finding out about the new makeup releases. I loved hearing different people's opinions on them and seeing the performance. And I think at the time it was also, I mean, not only was it a new thing for me, like getting new makeup in my life and trying out new makeup, but also I didn't have access to it. So like I would consume so many reviews and like I had to be so careful with my money because I barely had any. And so I really wanted to research before buying a product, even if it was just like, you know, a $10 Revlon foundation. And so I loved researching about it. And now that kind of like magic isn't there, you know, in the sense that I do have the money to buy these things now. I have the reason, you know, having this be my job and needing it for business and also getting PR. And so that magic kind of wore off with time. But then also the people in the beauty community, I mean, obviously, many of us, is it safe to assume all of us, went through all of the beauty drama and crap that it's been through in the past 10 years. All of the ups, downs, all arounds. We've been there, done that. And it sucked. Really bad. And it was really easy to get really disheartened and jaded about it. That like these beauty creators that are more so drama creators than they are beauty content creators, these are the ones getting popular. And that was disheartening to me because I didn't want to change myself to be that. Like obviously, I've never wanted to be like popular on YouTube, but obviously taking it as your job, you want your channel to have a little traction at least. But I didn't want to have to do drama related things or whatever in order to get that popularity. And it's not to say that all popular beauty YouTubers have drama. Clearly, that is not the truth. But that is how it starts to feel when you're in it. At least that's how I felt at the time. And I think a lot of other content creators in the beauty space felt that way. But thankfully, I feel like that has gotten better over time. I certainly don't consume the same amount of beauty YouTube anymore. I do consume a small amount of it, but it is small. And it's just different. You know, a lot of people grew out of the beauty space, be it because they were sick of the drama or just because they grew up. We've all aged, whether you've been watching beauty YouTube or not. We've all been aging these past 10 years, and we're just at different points in our lives. And so a lot of the beauty creators that I used to watch don't make content anymore because they, you know, started families or they started a different career. Whatever, their focuses shifted. And that's fine. And a lot of the viewers' focus shifted as well. And that's fine. It's just, it's completely different, the space here. It's completely different. I say here like I'm doing a beauty video. Clearly not. Although, one could say there is beauty in a lemon tart such as this. Divine. I do want to try this chocolate one, even though I'm pretty darn satisfied right now. So, ooh. Oh, this is like a cake. Oh my god, a beautiful, moist looking cake. Can you see that? No. 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 Oh no, my fork, it's moving on its own. What is this madness? I didn't ask for a second bite. No. Did you hear the honk? I'd be jealous too. This is effing fantastic. Oh my god. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yum. Cheers. And yum. Oh, what a meal. Mmm. I'm so satisfied. And what a way to eat it with you guys. I've missed doing this. I hope this video performs well so that I have an excuse to do more mukbangs. We'll see. Time will tell. I really am. I just wanted to film this, honestly. It was a purely, I don't know if selfish is the right words, but I wanted to answer you guys' questions. I think that's fun. I like getting you guys involved in these videos and just sharing a meal with you guys. I know how hard it can be to eat by yourself, and I just hope I was able to keep you company, answer some of your burning questions about my career here on YouTube for the past 10 years. I can't believe it myself. It really is insane to me, but I'm so happy. I'm so appreciative and grateful for every single one of you, truly, whether you've been with me the whole 10 years or if you're just joining me today. Every single one of you at each end of the spectrum and everywhere in between. Do I appreciate the crap out of you. Thank you so, so much. I hope you've enjoyed your time here on my channel. Like I said, however long or short that time has been. Thank you for your feedback, and just thank you for existing. Thank you for being there with me. Thank you for growing up with me these past 10 years, and thank you to those of you who stick with me in the future. Thank you to Bright Cellars for sponsoring once again. Thank you for giving my viewers that 50% off limited time offer if you guys want to get your first 6-bottle box. Seriously, they make and distribute some fantastic wines. I have always gotten wines that have tickled my taste buds, and I would highly recommend it if you enjoy a good wine from time to time, or, you know, however often it is. If you enjoy a glass with dinner every night, or if you're like me and it's just for the special occasions, they've got some great wines to offer. And like I said, supporting them helps to support my channel. So thank you all around. I've got to go put the food away. And I'm just, like I said, I'm so grateful, I'm so happy, and I'm so appreciative of you guys. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching any and all of my videos that you've watched in the past, and I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you guys are all doing well, and until next time, stay well until then. Bye!